This time of year always makes me annoyed. And I had stopped watching those shows because my husband said to me one day, he was like, I don't want you watching those shows. The In the Arm, a conspiracy theorist, and we are so far removed from just doing things without this white missing woman syndrome.
You think you're bad, boy, but I feel bad for you. Think you're bad.
Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. So today I wanted to pop on and do a quick Let's Talk video for you guys. I wanted to just hop right in and get to the topics that I want to talk about and get off my chest. So the first thing is, this time of year always makes me annoyed. The Christmas, pagan Christmas, and New Year time always irritates my nerves because it's crap. It's just not, it's not a real thing. So I always get a little frustrated around this time of year because you see all these people making New Year's resolutions and things like that. And look, I was once there, so I'm not about to like bash anyone like harshly, because everyone has to start somewhere. Not everyone knows the truth. I am just over it, I guess. And I just wanted to come on and say, first of all, this is not our New Year. So if you follow my channel or you are a Hebrew Israelite, you have accepted the truth, you are in the truth, you are living the truth, this is not our New Year. Okay, so we shouldn't be making resolutions and doing all the things that are involved in the new year. It's already passed basically, but watching the ball drop, having the champagne, I know Southern culture, I think you guys make like black eyed peas and stuff like that for good luck. I don't know, but it's not our new year, so we shouldn't be partaking in any of those things. Our new year is March, April, that around that time of the year. And it makes perfect sense, because if you think about it, why would a new year start when everything is dead? When it's cold, everything is dry and dead. There's no life other than, you know, human life and things like that. But there's no life as far as like the plants and trees and things like that go. Why would a new year start then? It makes perfect sense for a new year to start during the spring, when things are starting to bloom, flowers starting to bloom, colors starting to come back into the trees, leaves are starting to come back onto the trees. That will make perfect sense for when your new year should start. And I think just because we are, as a society, we're so controlled. Like, let's be honest, all of the things that are provided to us from media, 1%, the whatever you want to call them, Illuminati, whatever, the things that are provided to us, phones, social media. Sorry, I have someone outside doing work on my house, so I'm looking and seeing, you know, I'm watching and looking and seeing, making sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Computers, social media, TV, I don't know, those reality shows that depict black women in such a horrible way. It's black men too now. I don't know what they're called. I stopped watching those shows so long ago, and I had stopped watching those shows because my husband said to me one day, he was like, I don't want you watching those shows. And of course we were in the truth at the time. I'm like, you can't tell me what to do. But he was right. But I did take his advice. He said to me, I don't want you watching those shows, because what ends up happening is you don't realize it, but when you watch those shows, your behavior starts to reflect what you see on those shows. So then you think it's okay to curse people out. You think it's okay to fight. You think it's okay to be extra. You think it's okay to have this certain attitude that the society says black women have, the angry black women like to fight, black women are not desirable, that type of thing. You don't realize it, but you take that in, and you know, I don't want you watching that type of stuff. And I thought about it and I was like, that's absolutely true. Absolutely true. So I haven't watched those shows since 2008. Every now and again, if I'm with someone else who watches them, I may watch an episode and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, crazy. I don't even remember why I said that, but I think it was distractions is what I was referring to. So, you know, we are basically robots, and they have all these things to use as distractions, so we can't actually pay attention to simple things like, hey, why is the new year during winter when everything is like not blooming, it's cold outside and all that stuff? How come it's not during the spring when everything is blooming? That kind of makes sense, you know, like, it is, you know, it is what it is. It's going to be that way. Some people are just not going to get it, and some people will. And the people that get it, I love the fact that they have an ear so they can hear. And then the people that don't get it, I will still continue to pray for them. Pray for the people, for my people, my Israelite chosen people, that they come into the truth and they are a part of the elect. Our new year is coming up. I will be being thankful for the life that Most High has given, plants, and, you know, the nice warm weather coming in. Just a new season, a new year, a new time. So I wanted to talk about that. The next thing I wanted to talk about was I'm not going to actually say the word because, you know, YouTube doesn't like that, but in the arm, you know, the pandemic is experiencing a spike right now with the Omicron variant. They're basically blaming us for the spike in cases, but the stick don't even work. Like, you can still get it if you get the stick. A lot of states now, you can't go anywhere unless you have your card that shows that you've been stuck. And y'all need to be on point and be paying attention to what's going on with this, because I know I sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I truly believe that this is like this beginning of some type of new world order type stuff. This did not come out of this nowhere. They know exactly where this came from, whether it was man-made. Even if it wasn't man-made, the government has never, ever not taken advantage of a bad situation, okay, to further some type of agenda. Believe that. So we just need to be on point, watching what's going on with this. I'm not taking the stick. I'm not going to advise you on what to do. You can do what you want, but I'm not doing it. You have no idea what the after effects of getting it. Ooh, your girl. I was leaning back real quick. But you have no idea what the effects of getting it, you get sick, and then you have no idea what the effects of long-term effects of the stick would be. So y'all just watch out and be mindful and be careful. Keep your eyes open, because it's I feel like there's a lot of hidden agendas behind this. And these stick mandates where you can't go eat, you can't go anywhere. Not that I would be doing that stuff anyway. When I say I'm staying in my house, y'all, I am staying in my house. I am not going nowhere. My groceries get delivered to my house. I don't go anywhere unless I absolutely have to. And some people feel like that's like drastic, but I would rather do that than be sick. It's just as simple as that. People could be mad about that. People could say whatever they want. They can make fun of me. They could do all of that stuff. But listen, I'm in my house. But just beware of these sick mandates. And I know New York has one. California has one. I think Chicago has a mandate as well. So it really is just about hunkering down at this point. And we are set apart people. But we really need to be set apart. Literally, we need to be set apart. Stay home. Make the best of the situation in your house. Games. We're so far removed. I think I was talking about this in another video, like one of my Sabbath prep videos or day in life videos. And we are so far removed from just doing things without this. without the computer, without television programming. It's named television programming for a reason, right? It programs your mind. You're just literally consuming all the time. We're so far removed from just having fun, being happy, going outside, getting vitamin D on our skin, taking care of ourselves, just, you know, working with our hands, you know, things like that. We just are so far removed. Doing word searches, crossword puzzles, writing in our journal. They even have adult coloring books now. When did we decide that it's not okay to do things like that? I think we get to a certain age and we're like, we're too old for that. No, you're never too old to take care of your brain, because that's what those things do. They take care of your brain. They make sure that your brain is thinking and working, and the wheels are turning in your brain the way they're supposed to. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm gonna move on to the next topic that I want to talk about. The next thing I want to talk about is something that I have been watching. I watched 2 documentaries. One is the Black and Missing documentary that's on HBO Max. I think you can watch, no, it's on HBO Max. Such a good documentary. It talks about missing Black girls and boys, men and women that have been missing for years or have just been missing for months, and how the police departments do not highlight or search for them the way they would white missing women syndrome. If you've never heard of that, Gwen Ifill coined that term. It's basically when a white woman disappears, is missing in America and abroad. It's like this whole uproar, and people are like going crazy trying to find the woman and whatnot. But we as a community, that never happens for us. So it's a very good documentary. If you have HBO Max, I would definitely watch it. You can get a free trial as well. I would definitely take a look at it. It's basically 2 women who, one worked in law enforcement. Their sister-in-laws. One worked in law enforcement and the other one works in public relations. And they use their spare time to basically look for these women and get police departments more involved, and they hand out flyers and things like that. So amazing work that these 2 women do. But it just made me think that, listen, there are millions of missing Black women and Black boys and Black men out here, okay? And I'm gonna tell you straight up what I think is happening. Yes, some people are missing. Someone kills them, they bury their body or put their body somewhere, and then they never find them. That happens, right? We know that happens. We've seen the stories. But there are also a large population of people, I think so, that go missing, and what's happening to them is they get sex trafficked all over the world, not just in the United States, all over the world. So they're being taken from the United States, from our inner cities, Baltimore, Chicago, New York, Atlanta, you name it, small towns, major cities, they're being taken and they're being sex trafficked all over the world. Another thing that I think is also happening is they are killing these young ladies, killing these young men, and they are doing organ harvesting and body part harvesting. I just watched another documentary. It was called Body Snatchers of New York, where I think it was 3 or 4 guys, they were basically going to, I think it's morgues, and they were forging the signatures of the family members and basically taking body parts, bones, skin, all kind of stuff, and selling it to labs. And these are sick people. It's not like healthy people and stuff like that. They would never really test them to see if they were sick or not. They were just giving people all kinds of infected, disease body parts from these people. And these people would come to find out, they would exhume their loved one's body, and it would literally be PVC piping in their body. So believe me when I say this stuff is happening. If this if this is happening, and this is the like one person or the few people in the United States who have been prosecuted for this is happening all the time. They're all over the United States, these illegal places where they are organ harvesting from black people. Okay, I believe it. I 100% believe it, because it can't be that all these black men and women are missing. And trust me, whatever the number you think is in your mind, it's 10 times more than that. These young ladies, these young men that are going missing, and they're missing body parts, definitely believe that our people are at risk, and it's already happening to our people. So watch your kids. What's the guy say? Hide your wife, watch your kids. Okay, it's not a joke. I know I'm making a joke, but it's not. Watch your kids. Okay, don't be like these other folks out here that don't watch their kids. They send their kids outside, and Johnny all the way up the block doing God knows what. Watch your kids. They outside. Make sure you out there with them, or you don't go past this pole. Okay, like I watch my kids when they go outside. I don't play them type of games. Okay, so watch your kids. Make sure you have your eyes on them at all times, because all it takes is a second for someone to steal your child, and they're either taking them to sex traffic them, or they're killing them and using their organs. Believe me when I tell you this. Don't be sleep on that, y'all. Don't be sleep. The next thing that I wanted to talk about was stockpiling, y'all. I know I always say this, and I know y'all are probably tired of hearing me talk about stockpiling. While I'm talking, I'm going to put clips of the things that I have been stockpiling. It's pretty much stuff that you've already seen. I buy pretty much the same things over and over again, but I did buy some new stuff, and I have some other stuff that I'm going to show you guys. But please stockpile some food and water and everything that you think that you would need for your family to survive on. Okay, so sit down, do the math, say this is what we would normally eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner per day. Let me see how I can stockpile something like that for an entire year at minimum. Okay, also don't forget to stockpile toiletries, band-aids, first aid kits, bandages, alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, soap, sanitary napkins. Did I say toilet paper? Toilet paper. Yes. Protection. When I say protection, I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Bust up shot. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, make sure you got all of that stuff, because you never know what's gonna happen. Some shit is on the horizon. I don't care what nobody say. Okay, y'all can call me a conspiracy theorist. I would gladly take that term. So that's all I'm gonna say. Hope you guys are doing amazing. I pray that the Most High blesses you with knowledge and wisdom, and I will see you guys in the next video. Shalawam.
Think you're bad boy, think you're bad boy.